toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. And these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy.
Turning it on! Touchdown, App State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways.
Thanks.
They do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone.
That's 2 bombs for touchdowns that they've hit.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Sanchez.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this is like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Appalachian State! Fit it in the window for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense is set up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him...
Touchdown, Mountaineers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it out. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Sperry. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
Half no bounds.
Tight end that can line up in different areas of the field too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield.
Honestly, I just got my running back involved a lot more. First play from scrimmage was like a 90 or like an 80-yard screen for a touchdown.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Against you, I went in a fuck it and chuck it mode way too soon.
He'll keep it himself.
Idiot.
He's going to lose.
That's what you do to people, Chris.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Appalachian State faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense takes matters into its own.
I'm not even ranked anymore, Chris. Knocked me out of being ranked.
Moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you.
Can't be back and not be ranked.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense on.
That was what I needed, Chris.
This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
I'm actually excited about
back in the
switching to Heisman.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be
second inches
coming up. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself.
Bit on that.
Nice move there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw it, Sperry. Here's the pressure.
Oh, I left him.
Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space.
Your streams are always
on the
entertaining.
ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Dances away. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get pop.
Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark it down at the 18. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone.
Oh, he cut it.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense, quick tempo. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nowoski. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Pushes for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. He'll pull it down, wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. That's gonna wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
What? Okay.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about
I have to leave in 20 minutes.
Keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Yeah, okay.
They'll make the stop a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They'll move the tight end. Tries to get it on the ground. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Can I pause it and it just sit idle for like
Finds enough room to get 3 out
an hour and a half?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Slippery slide.
Like it just physically won't work, or I just like I can't do it. Like I'm not allowed to.
Touchdown, no.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after the extra point,
I don't know what to do then. I mean, I have to leave in like 15 minutes.
31. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're still holding the lead but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion.
How do I do that?
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle.
Well, it's a nice
I
job
guess
by
I
the
just,
tight end
okay.
there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sanchez. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Rest plus.
Great play by the defense.
Yeah, I can't finish this. So go to what? Wait, so what? I'm calling you. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I gotta go. Shoot. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?